Hey, this is Dr. Chandler George, and I want to invite you to the life coaching channel and also to become a client of mine in the life coaching. Now, my background, a little bit about the background. Yes, I was a chiropractor still am a chiropractor, a licensed chiropractor of 31 years, but I haven't actively practiced in 15 because I went into coaching and consulting. However, in my past, so that you know that we can help you, is I was the team doctor for the World Master Powerlifting Champs in Budapest, Hungary. I was with the American team in 1997 in Budapest, Hungary. I was invited to do the same thing in Prague, Czechoslovakia, but I had a practice to get back to the next month. And then I was invited to also be for the Special Olympics for 2 weeks in Atlanta, Georgia, during the regular Summer Olympic Games there. I also have had 2 state records in squatting and in deadlift, in powerlifting as a teenager, and I was 19 years old, which stood for 8 years here in the state of Texas in the 198-pound class under Chandler George. Actually, if you look at my certificates, I think they actually say George Chandler. They flip my name backwards. And of course, I won a bunch of meets. Went from amateur to open classes and things like that after about 15 of them. And it helped me to play more football. And then I was offered a scholarship to play defensive end at Abilene Christian University, which I turned down to pursue my chiropractic studies and and still have all the records in my pound class, 220-pound class at Abilene Christian University. Some whatever it's been, 30 some odd years later, as a sophomore. And then at that time, I started chiropractic college. During that time, I've treated tens of thousands of people. I've had 7 different clinics, from breast thermography clinics to med spas to medical clinics, along with traditional chiropractic with associates. It's not a specialty just on athletes. It's for all people. We also had 5 different weight loss clinics. So you need to lose weight, I'm sure I can help you. I've seen plenty of cases in weight loss. So whether it needs to be a hormonal balance change or diet change or exercise or mental and behavioral modification is something we're able to do. And so we have experience in that. We're able to do blood tests. We're able to do saliva testing. We're able to do DNA genetic testing as blueprints. And pretty much any test you can imagine and track it. We're also able to go in on things like this Garmin watch here and go on the backside of Garmin watches and other different AI that I recommend to be sure you're sleeping right, to be sure your HRV or your heart rate variability is high enough the way it needs to be, which is a real good biometric thing to watch for age. You know, what's your real age? You know, not time clock, but what's your real age? HRV can show you that, as well as sleep and increasing your energy and optimization. And like it says here in the new Harvard Business Review in 2021, you know, the new work-life balance. That's absolutely right. That's what this is. It's truly work-life balance. The name of my company is Aegis Energy, how to heal your self-generating energy system. So the renewal of your body, mind, and spirit. Or for short, how to feel 22 again, right? And whether it be mind or mental or just laughing or playing music, that's what we want, right? We want all those things. And so I'm here to help you find those things for you, share those things with you, and go through it with you. Again, having been a doctor for, with practices and patients, and then consulting with people, everything from business to helping doctors with their practices to people with their health, I have a real good grasp on what works. Plus, I drink my own Kool-Aid. I fight to lose weight. I have gone up and down. I have struggled with things like so many people. I got these veins in my legs, which sometimes bother me and hurt from all the years of being a chiropractor standing, and maybe even from powerlifting. I'm legally blind. I wear corrective lenses and reading glasses. I wear both. So there's no such thing as anybody being perfect here. I've also, because of the years I was a competitive powerlifter, have 8 herniated and a couple bulging discs, mostly from my lower neck to my mid back, and And then recently this year, even at L4 and L5 in my low back, where I was in intense pain for a couple of weeks. So, which once again reiterates work on my core, right? And work out and do the proper type of workouts. And it changes. When I was younger, in my teens and 20s, for sports, it was all about powerlifting, being as strong as I could be, but in terms of functional movement in sports, like Olympic lifting and things. And then as I've gotten older, now several decades later, I'd rather mountain bike ride. I'd rather do a mountain bike race. I'd rather do a road bike ride or a road bike race, amateur stuff. I'd rather do spin classes and a lot of hiking, climbing 14ers, all these things. So the other component when you join me as another option to our year-long program is we do these mind-body retreats. We do work-life balance retreats to really cool places where you're able to ride it off, have a vacation, and then we're spending half days focusing on the content of what you need to know and learn, and then doing it, going out and living, having some fun, right? And so those are really fun, and I'll be honest, kind of selfish here, I do them for myself because I love them. I absolutely love those kinds of things and have done them with others all over the world 30 years ago, 20 years ago. And so we've been able to do those with other people. So we love having people come along. They're typically small groups, anywhere from, 5, 6 people to 26 people, something like that, right? When we're doing live events or seminars, they might be 30 to 50 people, something like that. And until the pandemic thing is over, then it's likely to be online. But I'm telling you, it's about to be over pretty soon. I'm feeling good about that. So I would love for you to join me and experience it because I may look a little older than when I was younger, but I still feel young at heart. I still feel young actually in my body. I still can do some things I couldn't even do then. I remember doing a triathlon as I was finishing chiropractic college, and a young kid really whooped me really bad, and his name was Lance Armstrong. But now I feel like I can do the same triathlon, minus Lance Armstrong, much better, much faster than I could then, all because I changed my training and changed what I was doing and eating and all that a whole lot more. Now, so I've had these advantages and these different things been able to focus on. So whether it be food, time, tech, opening up spaces in an otherwise busy schedule, I get it, been there and still there, still live in these places. And so I'm here to help you. Somewhere here, and however you're seeing this on social media, there will be a link, and the link where you can go there and see the 3 options in which you can join us. And during that time, we can have a preliminary call to be sure it's a right fit. I want to be sure it's a right fit. And I'm a big believer also, while you can do private one-on-one, in momentum. And I think you can gain quicker, faster momentum in groups. One reason I used to teach aerobics and water classes and floor classes, they didn't have spin back then, was because of the energy it gave me as the teacher, right? And kept me in shape in chiropractic college. The other thing that it did is we had the energy of the group of 30 people or whatever it was, right? I love that. So still to this day, one of the main things I do in gyms is I'm in groups. I'm in these things for myself because it's way more fun usually than working out by myself. I do both, but that's even more fun. Even these apps are more fun if they're gamified, right? To keep you on track and measure you. And we want to measure you. What get measured gets done. And that you can track it. And so it isn't all about your blood or saliva and things. It's also about what your actually heart rate's doing and percentage of body fat and muscle and all these different sorts of things that you're able to track. And you're able to track it and see it on your own phone or computer. And I'm able to see it and help you get there. So lots of accountability, which I really think we all need, which is why I've always invested in coaches, and I would love to have you invest with me. But first, we can have a call. First, we can check out. You can kind of get a feel for me from this video. You can go over to chandlergeorge.com on regular YouTube channel, and you'll see some 150 videos that were posted over the last 12 years that kind of give you a feel for me as well. And feel free to Google us. But these are just some of the things that we're going to focus on is the new work-life balance to make you either as more productive as you want to be, less stress. I always used to say email your stress to another planet because I felt it should be somewhere else. And better balance and just more fun. And then when you're doing the difficult tasks that need to get done in life and for the family, you actually look forward to it because so much other stuff occurred versus you know. And this day and age we see far too many people who are just down and out, stressed out, and sometimes they're stressed out just because they've been doing the same routinized thing for 20, 30, 40 years. We don't want that for you either. So again, I invite you, start to Channel George. I'll have the links down in here so you can check it out, and we'll see how we best can help you. And feel free to reach out at field22 again at gmail.com or catchfirecoaching at gmail.com if you have any specific questions. And we'll start there. I look forward to helping you reach your goals and dreams.